NSCNR holds press conference to clear air regarding possible split of the group. Says the decision has been put on hold following Nltv and Kidovi Jumomi's advice. A night superbus en route from Kohima to Imphal caught on fire near Pesama village on Tuesday morning. No casualties reported, however, most of the goods were burnt down. Sumihoho condemns death of NSCNK Nikki Sumi factions. Additional Secretary Atoka Kinemi further requests all Naka political groups to refrain from creating situations detrimental to peace process. Dansaripar Subdivision GB's union has urged the state government to resume work on the RCC bridge between ARTC Shukovi and Bimla village on the Akuhuto region of Dansaripar Subdivision Dimapur district, which has been left unfinished. Former BJP leader Babul Supriyo resigns as Asansol MP weeks after joining TMC. Resigned as MP for Asansol constituency after meeting Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla at the latter's residence in Delhi. Hello and welcome to Nltv. You are watching English Prime Time. I am Chipen Kung. Here are the stories in detail. With the speculations going around about the split of NSCNR, there was a press conference on 19th October at the Vice President NSCNR Akadu Chopi's residence. During the press conference, it was learned that the decision has been put on hold for some days, as suggested by Kidovi Jumomi, Ato Kilonser, NSCNU, and convener NNPCs. The decision to split has been halted and it will be finalized in a few days' time.
तो सर अपनी हान लाइक तो NSCNR ना तो स्प्लिट हो लेना होनी तो तो लॉपर भी अपनी हान आर्मी विंग लॉपर भी अपनी लाइक अपनी ला थॉट्स ना कोई तो पारो
अमेरिकन तो इन्हीं अमेरिकन लाइक तो आगे देवी कोआंजना इन्हीं स्प्लिट हो बोले तो मन ना कौन बाल आसे तो सर्वा कोआंजना अमेरिकन सब भी मिलेगी नहीं निका कोई ना बाल जावल मना से बोले आगे देवी कोआंजना रिपीट कासे बोले दंगोर खान बितोड़े ताकि इन्हीं का इशू लाइक ना से बोले अमेरिकन तो कौन तो राइट ऐसे इतो लोग दे खरा से अमेरिकन.
Thank you so much, sir. तो इतिया अमिहान कैप्टन कहो तो लोदेवा कोथा क्रुशा और ताइवा क्वातो इदु स्प्लिट तो तहान कुरुले मुन्नाय और तहान ताइवा महन गे जाने वाले दिया तो कुन तो राइट असे कुन खन राइट असे इतु लोगोते ही तहान they'll stand for it इनाना जाने वाले दिशे. So for more updates हाई देगी Nltv. This is Chanbini with my camera person Choha for Nltv.
Sumihoho in a press release expressed strong emotions by condemning the unfortunate clash that took place between NSCNU and NSCNK Nikki group in Dimapur near Kehoi camp. The clash led to the killing of one NSCNK functionary on the night of October 17. The Sumihoho also condemned functionaries of different Naga political groups who keep defecating from one group to the other, thereby creating unnecessary misunderstanding among Naga political groups. The Sumihoho in a press release further requested all the Naga political groups to refrain from creating situations that are detrimental to the peace process and stated that it is against people's desire and wishes. They claimed that it is high time that the Naga political groups heed to call the people for peace and early solution. Often considered as the gateway to the state, Nagaland, the Dimapur railway station holds a special significance to the passengers who travel in or out of the state. This time, in an attempt to beautify the prominent entry point to Nagaland, the foot overbridge at the Dimapur railway station has gone through a makeover with a new aesthetic and tranquil look. The foot overbridge has been beautifully painted as part of the cleanliness and beautification initiative. This beautification will make the important station of Nagaland an eye-catching sight. A night superpass en route from Kohima to Imphal caught on fire near Pesama village on Tuesday morning around 7 to 7:30 a.m. According to sources, the bus driver stopped near a servicing center to pour water and to cool down the engine as it was heating. As informed, while the driver and the others were trying to cool down the engine, a small spark of fire occurred and turned into a blaze. Following the incident, the fire department was called by the lady who owned the servicing space, and 3 fire brigades rushed to the location and doused the fire. No casualties reported, however, most of the goods were burnt down. Further investigations are underway.
इतिया मैं ये बस चलाई था नाइट सफर चलाई था कला ड्राइवर लोग उठी किने से सर अब ये बस कैसे आग लगे आप बोल दीजिए
सर हम क्योंकि वहाँ एंट्री करके आने के बाद में थोड़ा आगे आने के बाद में थोड़ा धुआं आने के बाद में क्या हुआ पैसेंजर लोगों ने बताया कुछ धुआं आ रहा है ऐसे वाला मैंने क्या किया गाड़ी रुक कर मैंने नीचे में देखा सिलेंडर पाइप फाटा था और उसका शायद होगा बोल के मैंने भी बोला ये सिलेंडर पाइप फटा है उसका धुआं अंदर गया होगा ये सोचा है मैंने इसके बाद में कुछ नहीं होगा बोल के थोड़ा आगे आया आने के बाद में थोड़ा धुआं ज़्यादा निकल गया निकलने के बाद में क्या किया ये यहाँ रुक कर मैं वो शीशा तोड़ के पानी लगा दिया पानी मारना शुरू कर दिया मतलब हम 2-3 आदमी ने किया करने के बाद में बिल्कुल नहीं सकने के बाद में जो सर्विसिंग जो गाड़ी धुलाई कर रहा है वो लड़का साथी जो उसने मतलब फायर ब्रिगेड को फ़ोन करने के बाद में साहब लोग आया साहब लोग आने के बाद में सब सामान निकाल के साहब लोग ने बहुत मदद किया बहुत मतलब जलने से पूरा गाड़ी जलने से उसने बचा दिया बस इतने ही हम लोग को कुछ मालूम नहीं
कैसे हुआ आपको मालूम नहीं
कुछ मालूम नहीं
हमें नीचे ये होती है इटे भी इन्वेस्टिगेशंस kan चली है हमें नीचे ड्राइवर लगा कोथा तो होनी लुइसे और इटा ये किना हुई तो सब प्रेस रिलीज करने हमें ये फायर डिपार्टमेंट लाहार पा रुखी लो ये रिपोर्ट लो ले हमें कैमरा पर्सन केविली ले मेथा लो रे हमें मोहतम जिन पोंगनर Nltv नागालैंड टीवी करने
Muru Infra developers on Tuesday organized a certificate ceremony at the conference hall Saramati Hotel. The ceremony was organized for trainees who completed the basic construction training course offered by the company. The trainees were given completion certificates along with wage loss compensation, medical insurance, death benefits, and accident insurance.
Taikan la benefit to asem. Taikan accidental laga. Ido insurance ase aro taikan laga bacha duida la sponsorship ase aro medical reimbursement kan ase aro death benefit too for lakhs pabo taikan laborers kan inigas
aro wage loss compensation labiolo kuidibi ma'am
ami kan assessment ladam di wage loss compensation to apni kan taikan do 2 hours 3 hours pi oi to ami kan do wage loss to cash rupees 300 taikan ge diase
aro ma'am like will this project be only of construction or will it expand to other fields in the future?
No, actually this is Amikan do idia do pilot project to Dimapur district to kurise in the days to come next year prado all over Nagaland cover up kurilo and it will take around 3 years to cover
only construction dena alag fields debi to kuro
only construction this is only about the construction the modern construction house as well as the traditional construction all can be recognized
sir age de apni condition bal laborers karni bishi insurance ase death insurance education aru hilibi mon dikhya tak to laborers han to mostly uneducated thage aru itu insurance and dan claim kori na pari jai because of the formalities itu han gane itu insurance and the loss hui jai to itu la pore ki go sir
oi apni ko to bi thik ase itu mostly uneducated kan thage itu karone tahan কি পাবলে আছে না জানি কিনা থাকা খান বি বেশি হৈ যায় এটো কাৰণে আমাখান এতিয়া ডিস্ট্রিক্ট অফিস থ্ৰু দ্য ডিস্ট্রিক্ট অফিস মখান এটো অ্যাওয়ারনেস জেনারেশন এটো কৰি আছে পকেট দে বুলাবি এটো টাউন হল খান এটো খান দেবি স্পেশালি আমাখান ওয়ার্কার সব কিন্তু পুঞ্চিব না পারে এটো কাৰণে ওয়ার্ড চেয়ারম্যান খান নলিতো ভিলেজ কাউন্সিল খান এটো খান কি মাটি কিনা মখান এডুকেট কৰি থাকে এটো কিতিয়া এটো খান তুক সুক পাব এটো খান কে এটো এনিকা কিনিকা বেনিফিট তো লব এটো জনাই দিবি গুনা মখান এটো টাইম দে মখান পকেট এটো অ্যাওয়ারনেস কৰি থাকে আৰু এটো ওপৰতে এতিয়াতো মুখান চব অনলাইন যাই আছে এতিয়া বাল্ক SMS কয় না বাল্ক SMS থ্ৰু বাল্ক SMS মুখান এইটো খাতা লিখি কিনা আপুনি বেমাৰ হ'লে এনেকুৱা কৰিবি নহ'লেতো আপুনি এইটো কিবা বাচা পাইছে গ'লেতো এনেকুৱা বেনিফিট আছে এনেকুৱা কৰিবি মুখান এইটো বি ট্ৰাই কৰি আছে এতিয়া
13th NAV Battalion on October 18 reached out in support of the public by pressing into service. The personnel of the unit helped to recover the truck and to retrieve and pull out the truck which had rolled down towards Milak River in a place between Tsidikong and Tuli. Former Union Minister Bapul Supriyo officially resigned as a member of the Lok Sabha on Tuesday after meeting Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla. He quit the party Chanda Party last month and joined the Trinamool Congress. Earlier, Supriyo said that he would not hold on to the Bergs and Salai of an MP as he is no longer a part of BJP that he won the seat for. Supriyo resigned as Minister of State for Environment, Forest and Climate Change in August. In a long Facebook post, he announced his decision to quit politics. He clarified that he would not join any other political party and continue to be a team player. Months after he announced his decision to entirely quit politics and saying he wouldn't join any other political party, Bapul Supriyo joined the TMC, claiming that he was coming back for a great opportunity to serve Bengal.
আমি রেজিগনেশন লাইফে 21 বছর বয়সে স্ট্যান্ডার্ড চার্টারে কাজ করতাম তখনও স্ট্যান্ডার্ড চার্টার থেকে রিজাইন করে পালিয়েছিলাম কেউ সাপোর্ট করেনি বাবা মাও করেনি ফ্যামিলিও করেনি বন্ধুরাও করেনি তো আমার যেখানে আমার মন যেটা চায় বা হৃদয় যেটা চায় আমার মনে হয় সেটা যেমন অন্যান্য মানুষ ডিসিশন নেওয়ার রাইট আছে আর এর বেশি কিছু বলার নেই আর যে দলের জিতেছিলাম থ্যাংক ইউ তুমি অ্যাকনলেজ করলে যে আমি লড়াই অনেক করেছিলাম জিতেছিলাম সেই দলে যখন আমি আর নেই তখন পার্লামেন্ট সিটটা অনৈতিক মনে হয়েছিল না এটা আমি আপনাকে বলেই দিতে পারি যদিও দেখুন তৃণমূলে জয়েন করা খুব সিম্পল ব্যাপার আমি হোল হার্টেডলি পলিটিক্স ছেড়ে দিয়েছিলাম কিন্তু আমাকে দিদি বলেছিলেন যে আমি পাবলিক লাইফে ভালো কাজ করেছি দ্বিতীয়বার জিতেছি আমার পাবলিক লাইফ থেকে অবসর নেওয়া উচিত না অনেকটা রিটায়ার্ড হার্ট টাইপের হচ্ছিল তো অবসর নেওয়া উচিত না বাংলায় এসে বাংলার মানুষের জন্য কাজ করা উচিত বাস এরপরে ওইটাই একটা
And elephant can be seen stuck in the midst of the Koala River flood at Nainital near the Jim Corbett Park went viral today. Visuals showed the elephant moving in circles on a small patch of land as the river continues to flow unabated all around it. However, it has now been reported that the elephant has been rescued. Meanwhile, the elephant had crossed the river and moved towards Devrampur. Later, a team of forest departments was dispatched. Sandeep Kumar, Divisional Forest Officer Haldwani said that its movement is being monitored and Forest Department has pushed it towards the forest.
पूरी वन प्रभाग के अंतर्गत गौला नदी में हल्दू चौड़ के साथ पास में एक देवरामपुर एरिया पड़ता है जहां पे आज सुबह एक हाथी के एक टापू पे फंसने की जो है खबर आई थी और इसके बाद जो है वन विभाग की टीम को जो है रवाना किया गया और उसके बाद जो है उसका मूवमेंट जो हाथी का मूवमेंट है वो देवरामपुर की तरफ जो है जंगलों की तरफ जो है उसने नदी को क्रॉस करके और देवरामपुर की तरफ जो है वो आ गया वन विभाग की टीम ने जो है उसे थोड़ा और जंगल की तरफ खदेड़ा है और उसके बाद जो है उसकी मूवमेंट पे नजर रखी जा रही है तो जो
Party General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra said that the Congress will reserve 40% of its tickets in the coming Uttar Pradesh elections for women. Traditionally, caste has played a major role in elections in Uttar Pradesh. However, the so-called upper caste has been miffed with the selection of Yogi Adityanath, a Rajput, for the top post, with the BJP seen as trying to placate the Brahmins. Amid this, the Congress is seen as highlighting the gender issues in a state where multiple crimes against women have been reported in the last few years. Kanti Vatra said that the decision is for the girls of Uttar Pradesh who want change.
तो मुझे लगा कि अगर महिलाएं राजनीति में आए, सत्ता उनके हाथों में आए, तो सबसे पहले तो हम महिलाओं में करुणा का जो भाव होता है, सेवा का भाव होता है, और जो एक दृढ़ता और शक्ति होती है, उसका सॉरी टू से लेकिन आपको शो में नहीं है। तो मुझे लगता है कि राजनीति में आने से एक ये जो शक्ति है।
At least 26 people have been killed in floods in Kerala after heavy rains caused rivers to overflow, cutting off towns and villages. 5 children are among the dead, and there are fears that the death toll could have risen further as many people are missing. Several houses were washed away and people became trapped in the district of Kottayam in Kerala state. Video from the area showed bus passengers being rescued after their vehicle was inundated. Kottayam and Idukki are the two worst affected districts in the state, where days of heavy rainfall have caused deadly landslides. On Monday, a number of dams across Kerala state were opened to reduce the risk of dangerous overflows. The government had earlier said the decision on which dams to open would be made by an expert committee. Eastern Army Commander Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey on Tuesday said that China has increased its military drills in areas across Arunachal Pradesh sector. Pandey added that India was ready to deal with any security challenges arising from the area. The annual training exercise that the PLA, China's People's Liberation Army, carried out has seen some increase in the level of activities in the depth areas. However, India has increased surveillance along the line of actual control. Pandey said that India has adequate forces that are available in each sector to deal with any contingency that may arise. Pandey said that the government has approved integrated battle groups, combat formations that can be mobilized quickly in times of emergencies at borders with Pakistan and China. The battle groups comprise units of infantry, artillery, air defense, tanks and logistics. The army officer said that India has been abiding by the mutually agreed protocol with China on troop deployment and infrastructure building along the line of actual control. However, building of infrastructure along the line of actual control by India and China has created certain issues at times.
But I must also mention that we have a very robust mechanism, SOPs, protocols, because of which we are able to solve such situations as and when they arise. The role of our commanders, our junior leaders who are actually leading the patrols, I believe is extremely important in this context, because they are the ones who have to develop correct mutual understanding with the commandos on the other side. And then if there are any issues that arise, we try and resolve at the local commanders level. And that has worked out well. I must also mention that we have a very robust conflict mechanism in terms of, when required, organizing meetings between the two sides at different levels. We have a mechanism of hotlines. We also meet in what is referred to as border personal meetings. So far in the Eastern Command, we had 3 hotlines. A 4th one was recently operationalized. Some of you may be aware of this. So this is the kind of mechanism that we have. Now, insofar as the activities on the other side of the LAC is concerned, there are 3-4 issues I would want to highlight. Firstly, the annual training exercise that the PLA.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Tuesday launched 5 Modi vans as part of the Power Agenda Party's Seva Hi Sangathan program, which commemorates Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 20 years in office. The Modi vans will be handled by Goshambi Vikas Barishat, which is headed by BJP National Secretary Vinod Sonkar. The 5 Modi vans will operate in 5 assembly constituencies across Uttar Pradesh, Goshambi district. A customer of food delivery Zomato has alleged that he was called a liar for not knowing Hindi. The man said that a Zomato executive asked him to learn Hindi as it is the national language. Vikash, the aggrieved customer, took to his Twitter handle and shared screenshots of the conversation he had with the executive. Through the screenshots, it can be noticed that Vikash was encountering issues with his order. The Zomato chat support executive tells the customer that they have spoken to the restaurant 5 times, but there is a language barrier. To this, the customer replied that it is not his matter of concern after being told that Zomato is trying to resolve his concern. Vikash demands a refund and said that if Zomato is available in Tamil Nadu, they should have hired people who understand the language. The executive told Vikash that Hindi is a national language, so it is very common that everybody should know Hindi a little bit. Vikash's post went viral soon after it was posted, and people slammed the Zomato executive for insensitivity and demanded strict action. Zomato Care tweeted this incident as unacceptable. Later, the handle replied to Vikash's demand for public apology. Dravida Munitra Gajakam DMK Ms. MB Senthil Kumar shared Vikash's tweet on his handle and demanded accountability from Zomato. And that's all we have for you now. For more news and updates, keep watching Nagaland TV.